Hello friends, today I want us to make a simple bhajia recipe for the kids. Okay, not the kids, for everyone. So this is what I need: grated carrots, onions, dania. This is bhajia flour or gram flour. I've added baking powder and some salt. Then I'm going to add the grated, or is it chopped, onions. I'll also add in my dania, as you can see in the video. And then finally I'll add in my grated carrots. This recipe was so good, we had to make another batch immediately after finishing eating this one because it was a test up batch, so I made kidogo. I'll add 1 cup of water. Just mix until the paste looks, it's thick, but yes, everything is well mixed and a bit thick. Yeah, I was saying, so I had made this small batch because I was trying to test whether the recipe will come out well. You guys, let me tell you, Mina, the recipe was perfect. It was delicious. It was yummy. Immediately after I finished eating everything, I had to make another batch, a bigger batch, because everyone wanted more. Oh, you should try this. It's very yummy, very, very yummy. I'll write down the recipe in the comment section, in the description, sorry. You just need to follow the steps as you can see in the video. As you can see from the video, I used a total of 1 cup and 1 spoon of water. I was following the recipe to the T because I was afraid it might fail, but hey, you guys, it was delicious. It was delicious. This is how our batter should be. Should be a bit thick, but it still can flow like that. Yes, so I'm just going to leave it rest for about 10 minutes before I start frying it. In the meantime, I can let the oil get warm. My burner has a problem of reducing the heat. As you can see, it keeps fluctuating, it keeps increasing itself. So at some point you'll see me put a mwiko to hold the thing for controlling the burner so that the flame doesn't adjust itself. But for now, we are putting the oil in the pan so that it can heat up. Here I want to check whether our oil is hot enough so that I can start frying the bhajias, but it seems the oil needs a little bit more time to heat up. So let's wait a bit. The oil is hot enough, let me prepare everything I'll be needing. That is a bowl lined with what are they called, paper towels, to suck in the extra oil from the bajias. So yes, so I'm using a 1 tablespoon to measure the sizes of my bajias. You need to put them in the oil when it's not too hot so that they can get well cooked on the inside. Otherwise it will be tasting like raw gram flour. So just have to give it a bit more time to cook on the inside. Also something else to note, do not overcrowd the pan. You don't want your bajias zikuwe zimekunywa mafuta mingi ya kujazana kwa pan, haina space ya kubreathe na kupumua na kuzunguka. So do not overcrowd the pan. Ita reduce mafuta, joto ya mafuta, and then ya mafuta yote itaingia kwa bajia, so zitakuwa soggy. You'll know our bajias are cooked when they start turning a beautiful brownish color, like how you can see in the video. You can even break one, ama nitea mapasua moja, you see whether it's well cooked on the inside before utoe zote, and then you get they are still uncooked.
You're welcome.
Put in the second batch on the oil so that it can also cook. I'm just salivating watching this. Those bajias, guys, were really delicious. I'm done cooking. Just look how delicious they look. Woo! Okay, now let's serve these babies up. Oof. How do you like them, guys? Just look at how they look. They even taste better than they look. As in, that can taste of gram flour. Gram flour sijui kama unga ya ndengu ama unga ya chickpeas, siko sure. But that can taste is so yummy. Yani, even when you dip bajias, the normal potatoes in that flour and deep fry, it's usually very, very delicious. It's just yummy. Yummy. Just look at that. That is yummy goodness. Yummy. Since it was lunchtime, and as you have seen, I had cooked a small batch. I had to fry 2 eggs for everyone so that we can have the bajias and some eggs on the side. ndo at least mtu ashibe kushikilia tumbo before snack ya saa 10. So here I am frying the eggs. These are mine. I put tomatoes and onions. Hao wengine walitaka tu plain fried eggs. So, yeah. Yenyewe I really need to invest in a good non-stick pan. Venye hiyo pan inaniangusha. Man, hiyo mayai ingetokea vizuri kasi hiyo pan kufanya pasuke. But either way, ilikuwa tu tamu. Haijalishi how it cooked, but it was delicious. That's the most important part. Najua most of you are wondering why kuna mwiko hapo kwa gas. Hiyo mwiko ina act kama my regulator. You see my regulator, my Cameco's regulator, it's like it's broken and it's not working well because reduce motor, reduce the flames still go up. So in order for that not to happen while you're cooking, you just have to put that mwiko there so that the regulator doesn't move and increase the flame to maybe an undesired level. So that's why the mwiko is there. It serves a purpose. I'll buy a new regulator soon, or just connect the Meko to my oven if I get the cable. But that's a good idea. That's what I'll do. So here I've served up some bajias for myself, and I'm going to put my egg on top and then I'll do the sauce, some tomato sauce, and I'm gonna enjoy my snack with a bottle, soda, with a cup of cold soda. Ili slap mbaya. Yani it was so yummy. Let me give it a taste. Ndio muone how delicious it was. It is very. You see? Pishi ya olewe. It was so yummy. It's so yummy. You see? My face can just tell it all. It's so yummy.
Very delicious. Lazy girl lunch.
I'm sorry that I'm eating while standing in the kitchen, but it's because when I go to the living room with all the kids and the TV they are watching, the noise itakuwa too much. You won't even hear whatever I'll be saying. So I just had to taste my food from here so that I can show you that it was very yummy. And then I washed it down with my slice of watermelon before I served the kids. So now we can go eat in peace, and then I'll see you in the afternoon. Bye. Let me also show you how my mwiko regulator works. So you see how the flame is high. Just see. You see how it has regulated it. So that's how the kamwiko works. Yes. Do you guys remember when I told you that once the first batch finished, I had to make another batch because those bajias were so delicious and the kids wanted more and more and more. And you see, when the kids say they want something, as their parent, you gotta act. So since I also enjoyed them, I had to make another batch and I doubled the recipe, so I made a lot more, as you can see here. So here we want to fry them, but I'll not show you everything because you already know the process. So I'll just show you maybe kidogo kidogo and then the final product. After that delicious lunch, I went to watch the kids play outside. And these babies just climbing trees. Are they even serious? Eh? Ain't they scared that mtu anaweza anguka avunjike mkono au mguu? Yani kids, man. Yeah, it's fun to be children. No care in the world, just having fun.
Better come down and take care of Israel and you come and see. And you also give me your shoes, because they're standing.
There was like a tiny bee I was trying to film. I don't know whether you can see it. Somewhere over here. Yeah. There were so many bees.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to eat some watermelon, fruity and juicy. Here's the bread. First person to taste the watermelon. These are also ours.
No, this one is not yours. Yours is this. You can take the other
Look at his reaction, guys. Here's the nature. You seeing it? Watermelon. Here's the tree. Here's watermelon. My cousin is eating. Guys, we are going to zoom back out. In, out. In, out. Yo guys, this is me and my cousin, aka me, Damian. Monday. This is my cousin's brother. Here he is. He's just eating watermelon. Here's his mother. Yeah.
This is an arrowroot plant, ama doma plantation for those who don't know. That's how it looks like. Me. Just me and Hey, jump.
Monkey man.
No. Close that. We've had enough basking, so it's time to take the baby back to the house. Wash him, let him take a nap, and then start preparing for supper.
Chicken.
This is way later on in the evening or late afternoon, after taking the kids back to the house, washing the small one, putting him to nap. So I decided to make a snack for the other kids. Okay, for everyone. So we decided to make oat banana pancakes. Yes, that's what I want us to make together, and then I'll show you how I made the oat flour. I just blended it using my Mika Nutribullet. Yes, and that's how I made everything. Let's cook together. The ingredients that I'm trying to show you in the video, I used 2 eggs, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 3 bananas, a pinch of salt, 3/4 cups of milk, 1 cup of oat flour, and very ripe bananas. Women are not very ripe, so it's like 2 bananas, but this one was 2 small one and 1 big one. So 2 bananas, 2 eggs, some vinegar to make the milk curdle so that ikuwe mzito kiasi. Yeah. Here I'm clearing the working area so that I can get space to start working on my batter. So I'll start by mashing my bananas on a plate on a flat surface. That's how you get to mash your bananas very well until a smooth paste. And from there I'll mix the other ingredients. I'll show you. After achieving the smooth consistency of my mashed banana puree, I'm going to add it to a bowl, then add the other ingredients so that I can start mixing the batter for the pancakes. Do it separately in case the egg is bad, so that I don't mess the other ingredients. So I'll crack an egg at a time, adding it to the bowl. Yeah. Nakaa tu kama maziwa mala, or maybe you can use plain yogurt. Yeah, and then we'll add in our flour or vanilla extract. A bottle cup is just enough. And then mix. Finally, I'm going to add in the dry ingredients, whereby I've added some salt and some baking powder to my oat flour, and then mix it, and then I'll add it to the wet ingredients. Mix, 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 and mix, mix, mix. Hey, you fall, you get up, you continue playing.
But we are going to continue playing because I yeah?
Huh? How were the pancakes?
They were delicious.
How are they, Mama?
Good.
Tell them how good they are.
They are so yummy. Try and do this at home. This recipe is so good.
And healthy